Today we'll take a look at my lighting setup. Whether you're doing the talking head videos like this one or you're conducting an interview, it's a good idea to be conscious of how your light is set up, because depending on where you put your lights, you're gonna create a different tone or a different mood. There's thousands of ways you can set up your lights. I would recommend that you first figure out what you like. One of the things I do is whenever I'm online, I take screenshots of setups that I like, and I keep all those screenshots in a folder. And when I look back, I can kind of get a sense of what my taste is. So this is how I figured that I like this kind of look, where half of my face is lit up really well and the other is kind of, there's more shadows. This is what's typically called the Rembrandt type of look. So if we take a look at my setup right here, I only have one main light to my left, and that's lighting up this side of the face. That's why you see the shadows on this side. Now I have another softbox on my right hand side, but I don't turn it on because that would get rid of the shadows. Now, if you were trying to get rid of the shadows, you could turn it on. Now, these two softboxes that I bought, they cost me around $100. They come with the light stands and they come with the CFL light bulbs. Let me show you what they look like. So this is the CFL light bulb. These things are huge and they output a lot of light. On this light, on my main light, I only have two of them on. And that's the neat thing about these lights. You can turn each individual light bulb on. Like I said, I only have two, and that gives me enough light to expose me really well. These lights are meant to stay in a studio in one location. They're not meant to travel. If you're looking for something that you can travel with, I would suggest you invest in LED lights. The other light I started using recently, and I haven't always used it in the past, is this backlight that's behind me. It's a little small LED. It's a $20 one, $25 one from Newer. And the only thing it does, it's pointed at the back of my head and it's lighting up my hair and part of my shoulder. Let me turn off the light so you can see. So its main purpose is to separate me from the background, because otherwise I would just mix into the background and that doesn't look good. So it just adds depth to the image. The other thing that I use is this little small light bulb in the background. That is just to add some color contrast, because the background is pretty dull. There's nothing happening, and it just makes the whole thing a little bit more interesting. Whenever you're doing this kind of setups, I would recommend that you keep note of everything you do. You should know where the lights are relative to you. You should know the angle, how far you turn the knob on, or if you have light bulbs, how many light bulbs you turned on. You should know your camera settings, the ISO, the shutter speed, and the aperture. You should know all of that so you can quickly recreate that the next time you're doing a talking head or an interview, whatever you're doing. It just makes it easier to get to work. Lastly, lighting can be very complicated, but I try to simplify it and keep it very minimal, just because I want to be able to create, and I could spend hours here tweaking every little thing. So that is basically my lighting setup. If you're wondering about these lights, I'll leave a link in the description. Also, if you have any questions or I forgot to mention anything, you can ask away in the comment section. I hope you found this useful, and if you did, go ahead and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.